Hey, Jason Pantano, Black Mountain Endeavors, bringing you wooded mountain parcels made easier to understand, access, and build on. Today we're exploring the 17-acre west lot here at Appalachian Springs. The west lot lies at the end of the private road and encompasses a large swath of Brushy Ridge bordering Pisgah National Forest. For those of you who have seen the previous tours of this project, you can blow past the first section where we break down the location and start with our examination of the access. Let's jump out and take a look around.
Appalachian Springs is an hour drive northwest of Asheville, one of two ways. The more direct route via New Leicester Highway, Route 63, up and over Doggett Gap into Spring Creek, which flows north to the French Broad River through the town of Hot Springs. Your property is 35 minutes from downtown Hot Springs, a popular AT resupply town with some charming eateries and shops. And from here, you'd make your way over to Meadow Fork Road. Alternatively, coming from Interstate 40 via 209 closer to Waynesville, which is a 45-minute drive from your property, you'll love driving through Fines Creek and catching Max Patch Road. This route takes you onto 4 miles of state-maintained gravel through the woods until you turn onto Meadow Fork Road from the other direction. I can't decide which route is more scenic. I usually take one way coming and the other way going, but the gravel option is very well kept and tons of fun. Makes you feel like you're really out there. And you are. Check out this view from the top of Max Patch, a renowned bald along the Appalachian Trail. This is only 20 minutes from your doorstep. Any way you come, you'll arrive from Meadow Fork Road and pull into this private gravel lane, which is gated and locked between showings. There's no HOA or deeded restrictions here. You'll be one of 5 owners sharing this private lane, appropriate for all-wheel or four-wheel drive living. This property is already accessible, with a graded driveway base extending from the end of the private road directly into the lot and up to both primary build sites, which I've labeled A and B for clarity during the tour. The private roadway is in finished condition, culverted and graveled up through the south and east lots and rough graded beyond that, leading to your entrance. We widened what existed previously, cutting the inside bank at a better angle in the process. As a new owner, your finish grading, if any, will depend on your unique plans. Maybe this is a rugged camping getaway or hunting launch pad for you. Maybe it will be a new primary residence. There's an array of possibilities. Your intended use will dictate how much you improve the current condition, and you have a helpful head start on access versus buying raw. From almost 3,800 feet in elevation, where the graded build sites rest, you have commanding panoramic views across the valley to Rough Knob, which stands at 4,500 feet, and Meadow Fork Mountain layered behind that. This is true standing eye elevation. I'm not big on drone footage. Looking southward, which we've cleared to an extent to give you an idea, and you control the view shed to the left and right of this, if you wish to expand it further. Uphill of the primary build sites, you have this large meadow at the top of your property, with lines of sight into the expansive national forest on the backside of the ridge, as well as over the bulk of your property as it slopes southward in the other direction. Topographically, it's very much a mountain parcel. Again, your 2 primary build areas sit close to 3,800 feet in elevation, while the very top of your property, in the woods above the ridgetop meadow, reaches approximately 4,000 feet. In splitting the acreage, I took into account a gentle ridge line which leads uphill directly from build site A to an old logging roadbed further up the mountain. This roadbed coincides with a portion of your property line shared with the 10-acre north lot. We've called out a 12-foot right-of-way on our newly recorded survey, so you can use this roadbed to access the top of your property, whether that's hiking on foot or using an ATV. The north lot ends shortly uphill of here, while your property continues southwest on either side of the protected ridge. Walking along this ridge during a showing will bring you to a "You Are Here" map I've posted on your left to help you maintain your bearings. There are a number of former logging trails carved throughout your parcel, as you can see in the LiDAR image I used as a backdrop for the site map, which help with hiking around the various slopes that create your extensive privacy and view sheds on this 17-acre parcel. Let's talk about utilities, one of the biggest variables when it comes to vacant land, often requiring easements and other parties' permission. A plus of this property is the presence of electric and fiber internet on site. We extended power and fiber optic cable underground to this junction box in coordination with French Broad Electric. From here, trenching to either build site is straightforward. We've already paid for a soil perc test performed by Land Resource Management, who confirmed viability for a 2-bedroom conventional system on the slope adjacent to build site A. A main reason for me labeling the sites A and B. The B site being geared more for a garage, workshop, or studio space that doesn't need a sewer line, and the A site for a cabin. I offer owner's rep services after closing for anyone who wants ongoing support with their site development. But regardless, I would recommend you work with my soil scientist who would handle septic system design and permitting on your behalf. Money well spent, in my opinion. Spring water was used in a home here previously. You can see evidence of a spring box, but with today's demands and for long-term reliability, you should plan on drilling a well for water. Our vendor can obtain a well permit for you in conjunction with the septic permit process.
So there you have it. I hope this guided tour is helpful for you in digesting this land for sale. I am available for follow-up questions and further discussion. Feel free to reach out. Until next time, I'm Jason Pantano, bringing you vacant land parcels more thoroughly explained.